What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Ty the Natural, and I'm back with another live. Today, we're going to be discussing 3 ways that you can transition from relaxed hair to transitioned natural hair. Well, so that you can transition to natural hair, I should say. So, I'm going to be sharing these 3 ways. So, let me plug in IG, guys, and we're going to get started. Hey, you over there. Thank you for tuning in today. You are welcome to talk to me and send me a message, and I will respond back to you. What's up, IG? It's your girl, Ty the Natural, your favorite global natural hair coach. And on today, your girl is basically teaching you 3 ways that you can transition from relaxed hair over to natural hair. Hi, Bree from the IE. How are you today, sis? Hi, Lawrence, Lydia. How are you today? Hi, Ishazi. How are y'all? Happy Thursday. So, hello. How are you today? I hope you are doing well. So, let's get into these tips. Whoa, if I don't drop the phone, give me 1 second. My phone holder is a little broke. I accidentally broke it. So, I'm trying not to mess with it so it don't fall. I'm okay. And you, beautiful? I am doing great. This is my 12th or 13th live. No, it's supposed to be my 14th live, actually, straight. So, super excited about that. Okay. I love messing with my girls, but okay. Let's get into these tips. So, hey, witness. Hey, my sis. How are you today? Um, so we're about to get into the 3 ways that we can transition from relaxed hair, and I'm going to give you the pros and the cons, um, of each technique. Okay, so the first technique is going to be big chop. So if I'm looking over here, I'm looking at YouTube. I'm talking to YouTube too, and YouTube, I'm talking to IG. If I'm looking over here, so the first one is big chop. And what is a big chop? A big chop is basically when we cut off all of our relaxed hair in one setting. So that means we're not coming back every couple weeks to trim off the relaxed hair. Natural hairstyle. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. I just stretched my little braid out. That's what I did. And it came out so bomb. The products that I used was from Sister Products, and she's right here on IG with us. Hey, sis, amazing. And you? I am doing wonderful, sis. I'm doing wonderful, even though I'm hungry, but I'm still doing wonderful. So it's all good. I'm just happy to be sharing this information, and happy that I'm being obedient. I'm doing what I'm told. So it's working for me. So the first one was a big chop. And one of the pros to a big chop is you can get rid of all the breaking and all of the damaged hair at one time instead of, waiting. Hey, Butterfly Thoughts. Hey, my sis. How are you today? If anyone needs any virtual training or needs a avatar for their business virtually, then make sure y'all check in with my girl Witness Elevation. She will train you and help you on all of those techniques, and she will get you some clothes for your avatar as well, and whatever else you need, rooms, virtual rooms, whatever the case. Also, my sis Butterfly Thoughts, she is a author and she's a motivational speaker as well. And she has her journal out right now, and it has affirmations in her journal, so it's very positive. And journaling is also a part of self-care, so writing down your thoughts really helps. Clarity may remove stress and overwhelming as well. I can cook for you French food from Paris. For real? Je m'appelle Tiana. La je m'appelle Tiana. Actually, it's not no la. It's just Je m'appelle Tiana. That's about all I remember, girl. I took 2 years of French, so I remember la pizza, frites for fries, I don't remember too many words anymore from French, but my goal is to go to Paris. So that's one reason why I took French. Etimo Jenapel, Lydia, Lawrence. I love it. I love it. Yes, yes, we speak in French. You welcome, witness. You welcome. No problem, sis. Okay, so let me get back on track, guys, because I kind of went off on a tangent. So the second pro to big chopping is as your hair grows out, you will only have to deal with one texture because when you transition and you don't do the big chop, you're pretty much dealing with at least two textures, with the kinky texture and then the fine, straight European like texture. And some people, you're welcome, butterfly. No problem, sis. So, most people struggle with two different textures because they don't know how to treat it or how to maintenance it or how to even style their hair. So if you do the big chop, that's one less thing that you have to worry about. So those were the two pros. Now let's get into the two cons. Hey, Sharon, aka Chick Mako, how are you today, sis? You gonna kick my butt. I didn't even get a chance to go get my shirt, girl. I barely made it out of that mall. I spent, girl, trying to look for an outfit. So let me get back on track. Okay, my two cons. Actually, it's one for this one. Hi, Larry, Mike. How are you today? So my con for a big chop is you may not necessarily be used to short hair. And some people, when they deal with short hair or see themselves with short hair, it may trigger them to may feel sad or maybe a little depressed. Just depends on the person. So I just want to make everyone aware of when you do a big chop, that is a possibility that you may have to deal with. So just want to make you aware of that. It can cause an emotional trigger. Okay. So our second way to transition from relaxed hair would be sew-ins or like braids, maybe twists, those sorts of things. So you would basically just keep your hair in the protective styles until 6 to 8 weeks, and then you'll take them down and then trim off the relaxed hair at that point in time. And also, wash, condition, deep condition your hair as well, because you still want to take care of your hair whilst underneath the extensions or the sew-in. Hey, YouTube. How are you guys? I did a gradual cut. Did you? Did you? See, sis, I was not that brave. I did not do no big chop. Plus, I was like, my head too big for this. I'm not doing no big chop. I was like, I'm transitioning, period. So I had my hair like goddess braids or goddess twist a lot when I transitioned. But I broke off so much hair because I wasn't moisturizing my hair while I was under there. So make sure you moisturize your hair, which I'm coming into another point. And then make sure that you take your hair down every 6 to 8 weeks, no matter what. So you can trim off that natural hair and also clean your scalp and add that moisture back into your hair. Don't be laughing at me, butterfly. Don't be laughing at me. Okay, so now we're getting into the pros. So one pro for having braids or sew-ins is you have a variety of hairstyles that you can choose from to style your hair. We're not going to get into all of those. I'm sure y'all know some styles, but for any of my newbies, you can do like 2 buns, 2 space buns, or half up, half down, a whole ponytail, a whole bun, different things. You can even do bantu knots with extensions or braids or the sew-ins. And then when you use the braids or the sew-ins, you also, another pro is you don't have to deal with the 2 different textures since you have your hair in a protective style. Hi, K18 Hair UK. Oh, are you from United Kingdom? Is that where you're from? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today? Happy Thursday. So we are talking about 3 ways to transition your relaxed hair to natural. So I'm on tip 3 now. I just shared, well, Hold on, I may be lying. Okay, I'm ahead of myself. I'm not on tip 3 yet. I'm on tip 2. We're going into the cons. So, one so the con for braids or sew-ins is your hair may become neglected underneath the hairstyle. And what I mean by that is if you're not applying maybe a leave-in or maybe spritzing it with maybe some water, and you can also have vegetable glycerin in there, or you can have aloe vera juice in there with the water, spraying it and then applying the oil to seal it in. If you're not doing that, then you're neglecting your hair. So when you do, and that's something that I did a lot when I got protective styles, and I'm telling you, the hair that I did get to grow in from my protective styles was gone when I took my hair down. It came out with the weave. It came out with it because I wasn't moisturizing my hair. I wasn't taking care of my scalp, and I really noticed it. My hair was thinning out. It wasn't growing. Um, I felt like my ends were messed up. So just just for me, please moisturize your hair when you have them in these protective styles. Just because we have a protective style doesn't mean that we don't have to take care of our hair anymore. It just makes it easier to moisturize and seal in the moisture when we have those extensions. Drink break. Sorry, y'all. That smoothie is so good. Okay, so we're gonna get into our third tip. So our third tip is actually growing your natural hair, well, growing your hair while you still have the relaxer still, attached. So you didn't cut off any ends. You didn't trim anything off. Hi, Dash Tees, T-shirt, consignor. How are you today? Happy Thursday. Um, where was I? So growing out your natural hair or growing out your hair while you still have the relaxer attached is perfectly fine. This is how you want to think of it. You want to think of it as how some girls, when they get a relaxer, you know how we don't typically want to do a relaxer every month, right? Because that's damaging. So what we do is stretch the perm. We stretch the perm. So that's typically what you're going to be doing here. You're stretching your perm. Let me not say perm. It's not perm. You're stretching your relaxer. That's the proper term. We use relaxers. Caucasian people use perms. So that's the difference. Hey, 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 happy Thursday. Thank you. Um, so basically you're stretching your relaxer between time. So I hope that makes sense, guys. All right. So of course, everyone growing out natural hair, the time frame can be different. It can be a couple months, it could be a couple weeks, and then you may want to trim it off. It's really up to the individual on how long you want your hair to grow out. Here is a pro for growing out your hair while you still have relaxed ends. Um, it's a familiar process for people that stretch their hair or stretch the relaxer. So if you're one that maybe takes 6 months to apply another relaxer, then this is going to be along the same lines. Hey, K-Boy Emmanuel, how are you? Happy Thursday. Thank you for joining the live. Um, now, the another pro to this will be you don't have to deal with short hair. So for anyone that may be on the fence about having short hair, this would be a way to not have to deal with that since you're letting your hair grow out because now you have the control. You have the control on how long you want your hair to grow out. So if you let it grow out long enough, when you do cut off the relaxed ends, you'll have enough length to make up for when you chopped it off. So that's one way to look at it if you really don't want to deal with a big chop. Okay. So a con to that is, of course, you're going to be dealing with the two different textures. So you're going to be dealing with, the kinks and coils and then the little smooth texture. So that can get a little tricky for you. And it can be easy to break off your natural hair because of the demarcation line. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hi, the virtual Ty. How are you today? Happy Thursday. Demarcation. I believe that's how you say it. Demarcation. Demarcation line. And that's basically the point where the textured hair and the relaxed hair meet. And that's called demarcation line. So did y'all have any questions for me about any of these techniques? YouTube or IG? Did y'all have any questions for me? And I haven't polled you guys yet in the stories, but I'm gonna poll y'all tomorrow and see when y'all want me to tell my story. Shoot, because I kind of got my lessons already planned for my live. So now it's like I'm pushing off my story because I got like my lessons planned for what I'm teaching on live. But I would like to know your thoughts though, if y'all have any. But if did y'all have any questions for me? Because that was my lesson today. The 3 ways to transition from relaxed hair. So I hope you guys found this helpful. What do you recommend we spray with when we have braids? Now they have been coming out with some braiding moisturizing sprays now, Sharon. I haven't used any I haven't used any at the store yet, but that's what I recommend that you use. Things that's either specific for braids or you can make your own concoction. You can also use things like rose water. You can use again the water, or you can use leave-in, like a spray leave-in. You can spray that onto your hair. You can also do like water and conditioner and spray that onto your hair as well. And then you want to seal that in with an oil, such as like grapeseed oil or Jamaican black castor seed oil, something like that. And that's going to seal in the moisture, because if you don't seal it in, it's just going to evaporate right back out to the air. And then your hair is going to be back dry. So all of that moisture that you put in there is going to be for nothing because you didn't seal it in. Does that make sense, Sharon? Did that help? Did that answer your question? Now, me personally, I don't recommend anyone do this, but I did also use rice water when I had like protective styles in or braids. I would use rice water, but you want to just be careful because that has protein in it. And sometimes too much protein not sometimes. Too much protein will cause your hair to break off. Hey, no bacon, Crystal. How you doing, sis? Thank you for popping in. Happy Thursday. So a lot of help. Thank you. You're welcome, sis. Hey. I actually just finished my tips. So the first one was big chop. Second one was sew in or braids or twists. And the last one was just letting your hair grow with the natural letting your hair grow with the relaxer. I'm about to say let your hair grow with the natural hair. That didn't make sense. Okay, guys. So that was my time today. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. Tomorrow, we're going to be discussing basically some key factors on I'm driving, eating tacos, and talking to my son. And you on my live? Girl, you better be safe. You is doing a lot. That's 1, 2, 3. You're doing 4 things at one time. Girl, you better be careful doing all of that. You better be in a Tesla, sis. You better be in a Tesla doing all of that. You can't be doing all that while your hand's supposed to be on the steering wheel, girl. Yes, you doing a whole lot. A whole lot. Oh, and for y'all, I didn't get to tell y'all, but Chick Mako makes beautiful Jesus clothing, guys. So if y'all are interested in sending off positive messages wherever you go, make sure y'all tune in or check in with Chick Mako. She has bomb clothes. And then for my girl Crystal, y'all, Crystal is like a whole creative, behind the scenes movie star creator. Like, she will blow your mind. So if y'all want some creative stuff, maybe a customized bag or a wallet, or maybe you want a customized letter with I forgot the name. I forgot the writing, but it's a certain type of writing. Like in the olden days, they used to write. I can't. It starts with a C. I can't even think of the word right now. But Crystal will tell me if she's still on here. But she makes piggy banks also for children. Super, super cute. Super cute. Yes. Calligraphy. There it is. Calligraphy. So if y'all would like something written in calligraphy, sis is very talented in the writing skills. So make sure y'all tap in with her. She will customize anything for your brand if you're building a business. Hi, Micula Joyce. I'm sorry if I did butcher that, Miss Joyce. Hi, Ingrid. How are you today? Happy Thursday. So I actually just finished my tips, but I can go back through them if you guys wanted me to. But I'm not going to go into detail. You will have to catch the replay, but I can at least tell you what those 3 things are. Just so you have kind of a little bit of awareness. You're welcome, Crystal. No problem, sis. So 3 ways to go from relaxed hair to transition hair. First is, I can't think of the first one. So it'll be braids or sew-in. In the first one was technically big chop. So you can big chop your hair, or you can put your hair in protective styles such as braids or a sew-in. And the last one would be, or you can just grow out your hair and then cut it off as you get it to the length that you want your natural hair to be at, and then just trim off the rest of the relaxed hair. So you can do that too. So, and I did go into detail on what the pros and the cons are to these. And I forgot to put this on my live. I always forget this, guys. I want to chop off all my locks, but I'm scared. Oh my goodness. All that hair, sis. You want to chop? You ready to just start from scratch again? What are you going to do if you chop it off? Are you going to get more locks again, or are you going to just wear your hair free? Because I know you've been growing them locks for a minute because they long. No, don't leave. YouTube, y'all are more than welcome to send me a message if you have any questions on this topic today. But that's all I had for the 3 ways on how to transition from relaxed to natural. And I'm going to catch y'all back here tomorrow. All right. Bye, YouTube. Okay.